Hello, checkers and pleasers, and welcome to Checkpoint, the show where we discuss and discern the recent events of Check Please. Today we are discussing episode 32 and 33. And my god, what a way to end 33.
What happened? That's cliffhanger.
It was an amazing cliffhanger.
You did it.
Now, just to review for people coming in outside of the stream, we had our very first potential character death that happened in-game, which we have new rules for this campaign, which allows us to either take a, what would you say, a repercussion of going down or dying?
Consequences.
Consequences?
Consequences.
Debilitating survival or a grand exit.
Or glorious death. Yeah.
Yeah. So we finally, for the first time, have been able to do it. And I feel like Xander's been on the cusp of this for a while, so
I think
congratulations.
Xander's on the cusp of this when he's at full health.
True.
Xander and Valentino have been on a race.
It's true.
Congratulations.
If that were a race, then Xander would be winning, and I'm not going to acknowledge that, so no.
I see. Can't lose, not even once.
Can't be the loser being the loser.
I see. Well, we'll start from the beginning of 32, though, but I figured it was good to get that energy out on the table right away. So, episode 32 kind of started with us running away from Minotaurs, which is kind of how this episode started, except we were fighting Minotaurs, but it's been a lot of Minotaurs.
This one started with them running away from us.
After some effort.
Effort, sure.
And I think the other episode started with people being thrown away from Minotaurs.
That's true. New rule. Let's not throw characters at characters.
Secondary rule. Ignore the first rule. Continue throwing characters at other characters.
Live with the consequences.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
New rule: throwing halflings is racist.
I think that was racist beforehand.
It sure was.
Halflings existing? What?
If halflings didn't want to be thrown, they wouldn't be that size.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
What about
what is wrong with you? Nonetheless, everyone kind of... I mean, it was my fault. I ran first. I was totally prepared to leave all on my own. You guys could have fought him. It would have been fine.
Actually, would have been fine, probably.
It would have been fine.
It would have been fine.
No. I disagree.
Yes.
It would have been
wholeheartedly
fine.
disagree.
Well, you're wrong.
You're
wrong.
It would have been
objectively.
We objectively just would have killed it.
Yeah.
In this episode. So.
Now, Beardy.
It's the same stats.
Yes.
Sorry.
You desperately wanted, a chase scene, right?
That was the original intention of the sequence, was to describe something so big and powerful and intimidating that the first thought would be, hey, we should probably take the conveniently laid out escape items back here and just get the fuck out of here before it shows up. But one thing I have learned over my time as a DM is that it is incredibly hard to get a reaction from your players that is not, there's a monster, we should kill it. Because, that's just the way fantasy gamers think.
It's certainly the way Valentino thinks.
Yeah, these fantasy gamers are like, this is a power game where if there's a monster, we're supposed to fight it, period. We're not supposed to think about if we can kill it or not. It's an enemy, it needs to die. So it's very hard to strike a balance where people know hey, this is a foe that's beyond us, without having a Gandalf character show up and say, this foe is beyond you. You know?
I couldn't think of being able to outrun it, so that's why it's and looking at a boat's going to be slower than running from it.
Yeah, we could wade through the water then, so I thought the boats were a trap. I figured surely it can walk in the water faster than we can use them. But also, if I
Potentially.
were playing anyone who wasn't Valentino,
Right. No,
Like-
Valentina's a terrible person for that because Valentina's not going to back down. That's just how Valentina's wired.
Mm-hmm.
So
See,
get it.
Xander was thinking that it was important to hold the front of the line so that the squishies could get to the boats and start moving so that people could fall back to the boat because that would make sense. And then Stavik immediately broke the front line.
it was great. I was very happy about it.
To be fair,
I love
Stavik
it.
probably would have died.
I'd do it again.
I will say- Stavik got hit like 3 times not holding the line. So you could have taken it.
I think you're full defense then, or no? Can't remember.
I was full defense.
Not on the first time you got hit though. You were moving
Yeah.
someone.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think the main thing that made it difficult to maintain defense was making Valentino further away from the Minotaur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if he was if the closer Valentino is to the giant horrible monster, the less you have to fear. Take his word for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because then Valentino will die.
Valentino's not dead. He didn't die.
Not yet.
Look, if I
Every day
called-
he
if
gets
I-
closer.
If I listened to my gut on the high or low call, I wouldn't have gone down once today.
Mm.
And
That's true.
I wouldn't have lost a single fucking HP for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I was just,
And I think I rolled 90s on all of my D100s.
you did.
90s and above.
Yep.
90s
did.
nuts.
That's like the best I've ever seen you do on D100s, to be honest.
It's wild, right? I mean,
Also-
most D100 systems you want to roll low, so I was technically rolling badly. It was a D100 system,
Mhm.
but you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Also, if I made the right call on those things, that Minotaur would not have fucking gotten away.
True.
I thought about that.
I was
like,
hoping to be able to just fire off into the just like do one to try to
Just take
As
like
it was
one
running
party
away.
shot and be like,
yeah.
just hit it as it runs out.
Peace.
Yep.
If possible.
Hit it
It got out
back
of
of
there
the
with,
head.
I think, with 4 hit points. I want to say it had about 4 HP left at the end of that fight.
If I had gotten one arrow off, it would have been dead.
Oh well.
If I didn't have 2 boys bleeding out over on the side, Louis was very close to being like, I'm gonna hop over, I'm gonna chase this motherfucker down and kill him.
Louis, those fucking snowballs too. I gotta say, I want so bad for us to have some sequence when it gets to be winter in game where Louis is in a bad mood and there's these kids in the snowball fight and one of them hits Louis with a snowball and he just explodes a child.
God damn.
He would never hurt a child,
That got
one thing.
Dark super fast.
He
Damn.
adores children, for one thing. He would never hurt a child.
Well, this
I think
wasn't
you're a little bit
assuming that he
confused,
knows he was
Graham.
getting hit by a child there.
That was Louis' backstory, actually. And that's how he got the butterflies.
Yeah,
It came from the snowball.
I see.
Louis was exploded by a snowball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was.
Mhm.
That's my past
Yeah.
life, guys.
Tragically exploded by a
That's why there's
snowball.
so many scars.
Mm-hmm.
Got put back together. That's why there's all the scars.
Yeah.
All the king's horses and all the king's men.
Mm-hmm.
You got Humpty Dumpty.
Together again.
We got solved.
Louis is a solved Humpty Dumpty.
Thanks. I'm
I mean,
so glad.
what a backstory, you know.
Huh.
Oh shit! Yeah, I like that. Viral just said that you got isekai'd into Adrian by dying in a snowball fight.
That's really funny.
You know, it kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy Tactics.
I was just gonna
Advance.
say
That's
you
exactly-
you died in the tutorial.
Is that possible?
No.
How did you died in a tutorial in Final Fantasy Tactics?
Didn't your sister die in the tutorial?
No.
That makes sense.
Your little brother's in a
Well, Louis'
wheelchair
not
in the
there.
game.
You're talking about Advanced
Yes.
or Final Fantasy Tactics 2. Okay.
Advance.
Yeah.
Is
The
there
lesser
a
of
two?
them. I don't know. There should be.
Yes, there
what
is.
a bad take.
It's Advance 2. But it
Yeah,
still
they made
says
a sequel to that one.
it's A2, yeah.
Yeah, they made Final
Mhm.
Fantasy. Yeah.
But is there like a regular
FFTA.
Tactics 2?
Yeah.
No,
they're-
there is no regular Tactics 2.
Okay.
No, it's just
I
advanced.
wish there
That's
was.
what I was
It would be
confused
amazing.
about when you said 2.
But yeah, they never made a Tactics 2. They made it a Tactics Advanced, a Tactics Advanced 2.
Yes. Anyway,
those were
back
both-
to check, please.
Never. Go ahead. Yes.
So, dealt with the Minotaurs, almost killed all of them. I'll get you one day. I'm coming back for you, bitch.
Yeah, I was really hoping he was going to come back. And we'd fight
Right? I
all the
was
time.
like, come here. I'm ready. And we, all gathered around, and maybe Louis yelled at Stavik
Yep.
for decisions.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit,
Well-
a little too much, a little bit too harsh.
Oh?
Yeah. Maybe
Do you think it was too harsh?
a little bit. Yeah.
Like, why? Like, he fell down.
I mean, his point was also that he threw Valentino into Xander. Like, it was a multitude of things he was talking about.
Hmm.
It's like, you threw Valentino into Xander, and we got hurt because of that. You decided to be one of the first jumpers and alerted everything to our location, and we got hurt because of that. He was very upset.
Maybe he was.
Yep, that is a true statement.
I mean, Valentino's been meaning to have a talk with Stavik once we get out of these fucking caves about something similar, but not quite so intense about it. Because, like, falling into the hole, clumsy, but not, in his eyes, admonishable. And, like, sneaking ahead when other people are sneaking, not a good idea, but we didn't specifically tell him not to, so I guess that's on me. But throwing Valentino at Xander, that one definitely is on Stavik.
Not hitting the Minotaur instead choosing, like, defending on a rock when you can't see any other Minotaurs.
And, like, he knows there's magic involved, but we really have not talked yet about Stavik going rogue with the fucking hag. Like, he's aware that there's some amount of magic involved, but he's like, how much?
You said you couldn't be controlled.
Yeah.
That, at some point we're going to have to, sit down and talk about that. Because he doesn't know what happened. He just
Although
ended up,
the Stavik trying to sneak ahead part does tie back into Valentino's "where did you learn how to fight" conversation.
not well.
He's like, someone taught you how to hold a shield and wear armor. I don't know if someone taught you how to fight.
Correct.
It's the same person who taught Betravian how to be an Edenite.
Damn.
The guy from the forest?
Wait, you trained him wrong. As a joke.
I guess Xander wasn't the only one who died tonight.
Woo.
I like.
Oh
to
no,
think,
I die
I'm
every
trying to
time.
remember what the fuck his
Fine.
name is. What the fuck was your character in the
Several?
Several? Yeah, I like to think that Several's like Ghost is training all of Screwy's characters.
Haunting.
He's like, so you said train them wrong. It's a joke.
You never know what happened to that guy's spirit.
Petravian's like, so then I should, this situation, I should go around and flank them, right? And Several's like, no, just stay there. Just stand still. They'll be fine. They can take care of themselves. You need to protect yourself in combat.
Stavik was concerned for, Stavik did what he did because he was concerned for his comrades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Louis' reaction to these is not healthy. I don't think my boy reacts to things healthily because he doesn't have a good regulation
balance.
for his emotions at all.
Emotional regulation.
Yeah. He hasn't learned how to do that, obviously. But he's lashing out because we had like 4 things happen in a row that was very stressful. Thus lash out.
Ooh, I'm wondering how this is going to end for Stavik.
I don't know. I guess I could just like pull the book out again. I put it back. I can pull it out. Your memories, just like a Jenga tower.
Can we quote that? Louis, I can pull it out.
Fuck
Mhm.
you.
There's a card for the intermission.
How is Louis' pullout game?
Oh my god.
What the
Can you
fuck?
just ask someone that?
Well, I mean, since he's verbally explained that he tried to have kids, I don't think it's about pulling out for him.
Mm.
Yeah.
Since you asked.
But now Slavic has to do it in game. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You couldn't ask that of Louis.
Yeah, I think Louis just hasn't really had any partners this campaign, so we wouldn't know.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only person that's hooked up with anybody has been Valentino.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
GG, bro.
Nice. It was a good get.
She's a good time.
But we were eventually led to a water hole in the ground and told that it'll get us somewhere else. And I wasn't sure if we'd live, to be honest. I was terrified listening to what was happening to Valentino.
Sure was a lot of climbing and swimming.
Yep.
All things that
Spelunking is a difficult activity.
ain't no
It's
one putting
caving.
points in. I feel like that should be like all these things should be kind of like their own stat. Like physical.
Oh, so I can be worse at more things?
Yeah. I mean, we could take the simplified version and just like combine
Athletics.
acrobatics and climb and swim and just create the athletic skill, which is like one of the shorthand things to do.
Well, I believe acrobatics is usually its own thing separate from them.
There's a bit more skills. And because I feel like swim and climb should be kind of background things in the background section, in my opinion at least. 'Cause it's like stuff you just learn as a kid.
It's true.
You don't-
Yeah, really. Like
And
They're not
sometimes
whether or
trained.
not you can
you get an
swim
arm
is just
fucked up
like,
and you can't do it anywhere anyways. Yay!
True.
Beardy, I did have a question.
I would love to answer it.
My apologies. The fish that were
Fish.
coming at Stavik.
Fish.
The fish
Oh.
that were coming at Stavik.
Yeah, the
and when he fed
ossivores.
Vol-
Yeah.
Yeah. Were they ossivores?
No.
Okay. Had they gotten to Stavik, would they just start biting him and it was just
Yeah,
like,
they would have sort of just tickled. Yeah.
they're like
They were blind cave fish. They're basically harmless to
They're
you.
just babies.
They were fish, right? Like
They're-
fish with
They
no
had no
eyes.
eyes.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There he goes. He finally got it.
It's terrible.
It's
We're all
awful,
proud of
love it.
ourselves.
They were just trying to give you a little smooches, Stavik.
Yeah, they just want to give a little kiss.
Mm.
Ah,
Yeah,
Any other-
so
yeah, hole in the wall.
Minotaur?
I mean,
so minute.
ground.
Mhm.
So after the hole in the ground, where the tunnel, after that, you guys ended up making your way through a number of interconnected caverns and crap until you made it to the spiral column.
Assassin's Creed climbing segment.
Yeah, you made it to the Assassin's Creed climbing segment.
The way that we had to
And-
clean up the thing and then jump
Yeah.
off backwards was just
Yep,
so
yep,
video
yep.
gamey.
It was very video game, yeah.
Mhm,
So you had
That
to
was
pop off
after
of
the
there.
village, right?
It was right before.
Oh,
Before
was it
the
before?
village.
Okay.
Yep, just right before.
Mhm.
And then from there, that led you to the corridors that brought you to Kibion. So there you go. What happened there?
Yeah.
Well, what did you
Uh,
guys think of that place?
Those people suck.
TV on? Well, I don't know. We never got to go.
That's true. We like
Mm.
vaguely entered and then we're like, no.
You
No,
can
which-
leave.
Honestly, fair. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
It made me real sad.
Yeah.
I was busy just thinking. I mean, if they try to stop us from leaving, I could just blow them up.
You did.
What the fuck?
My whole thinking was just like, oh, hey, we're in this cave that we got sent here like magically against our will, and we find this guy who's willing to lead us somewhere. So it's our only lead, and so we're like, okay, cool, we'll follow him. And then he brings us somewhere where they're like, you're not supposed to be here. And it's like, okay, then where are we supposed to be?
and they discussed
So they're
it,
like
and,
outside. It's like sure, we'll wait here, and then they're like,
Yeah.
now you go this way, and then we're like sure, and they're like, damn you, and we're like,
Also, my secondary plan was if they put the bridge down, I'd keep throwing bombs until either just for the noise, so they would either get us help us get out of here, or it would potentially draw in a cave spider or something.
That's one way to do it. Destroy their entire civilization.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Nice.
Zulin, only you.
Good stuff.
really though, only him.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I was kind of wanting to like swing around between all the fucking bridges and stuff, but yeah, like they didn't really want us in there, so I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well, you could always, bring back Husa's corpse. Be like, here.
I did think
mean
about bringing it
statue?
right to the line and being like, this will really emphasize for any other ones that want to leave
Yikes!
what the line is
I mean,
about.
you're right.
Like,
It will.
what else are we gonna do with it? I wanted to put it a little further away from the mouth of the cave because I don't want it to get smashed, but I don't really know where a good spot would be, and I don't think Valentino can move on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Husa.
Oh, we could
She's
potentially
still
come
alive.
back.
She's still alive, just in there,
She's
existing.
got like a blessed necklace of Amon or something.
Would that make
might
it
work.
worse?
Stop.
Not if it's blessed.
Genuinely.
You're the curse.
Yeah, like if you get a like a necklace of bless, and it was blessed by Ammon. I mean, that might counteract.
Why are
Who
we
knows?
touching God shit?
I've got a question for you, Beardy.
What's up?
Because Xander didn't try this,
Mhm.
but I'm curious, what would happen? I figured that it just wouldn't work, but what would happen if you were to, say, cast, like, Accept Affliction, which transfers an affliction from someone onto yourself, like a curse and or something else? Out of
Yeah.
curiosity, what would happen?
Well, that's an interesting question. I hadn't really considered it until now because I didn't think that would be something that you guys would attempt. But thinking
Xander
about
considered it.
what you might find would be that the spell would either fail because the curse is not so much a curse as it is an intrinsic part of that race now.
Yeah.
And it's not really treated as a normal curse anymore because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it probably would just fail on its face. Like it just wouldn't work completely.
Mhm.
If by some reason I decided in the moment that it would work, it wouldn't be good for Xander. I mean,
Yeah.
like, it would be bad.
You get to
You-
play your new character, Husa.
Yeah, you get to be Husa, the not sun-cursed.
Mhm, mhm.
So,
The Sunzite.
yeah, there you go. So yeah, the it's an interesting situation. So yeah, you guys got to the surface. You guys are at the bottom of a pit, and after a little bit of dicking around, you got Husa popping out there. She tried to get back the book.
Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead, Zeno.
I'm skipping
You're
stuff. I'm
skipping
sorry.
a lot.
Yeah,
You're just like
I'm
skipping a lot.
recapping. Let's actually
We-
talk
yeah.
about the episode.
And we've skipped like half of what we've done.
I know.
So.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
Zeno.
ahead.
First of all, I'd like to say that the conversation we had outside, like in the little, was it Kivian, whatever it's called?
Yeah, Kivian.
Yeah.
Was fantastic. Like, it was an entire
Agreed.
party conversation, and it was great.
Yeah,
Got
I like that.
talk about-
we did
Talking
good.
about cool things, talking about cults and stuff.
Yeah.
Gross. Gross
Fish.
cults.
We got to
Got
show plants to Husa. We got to trade
Mhm.
arrows with
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
one of them. I don't think it was Kigs, but it was
Yeah,
one of
it
them.
It
was.
was
Yeah.
It was
Kiggs.
Kigs? Okay.
It was.
Yeah.
Bastion got to give a flower to Xander, so that was nice.
Mhm.
Yeah. That was
That's
really
some-
nice.
Rare Valentino backstory.
Yeah.
Some little morsels.
Mm-hmm.
So Valentino was friends with someone in the hive
Who is nice.
who was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Which
And you, Vera.
so it wasn't Vera.
No.
Not Vera.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not Vera.
So what wasn't Mantis?
Not
No.
Mantis.
Honestly, though, I was like, ooh, this is. I was like, once we get to Maleficent, this is like, guess who? I could be like, make it sound like it's Vera, and then be like, oh, she was super nice, and you're like,
No.
Yeah. Just take your whole arm and just clack, 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 clack.
It's,
Was it
the-
Petravian?
is your character nice? No.
Is it what elf? No, that's too.
That's everyone I
all
know.
of them.
I actually would really love to make a Guess Who board of all of our D&D characters. I think
that would be
all the
fun.
checklist
Fun.
characters. I think it'd be really
I like
cool
that.
Is your character full of shit?
Yes.
Nothing goes
Nope.
down.
Actually,
Nothing
really
goes
fun.
down.
Soliana?
You! Listen here, bitch. I saved a world
Sure you did.
and condemned
Could-
all the others.
Could your character's ears cut bread? That'd be great.
Uh,
Yeah, we got to talk about that. I thought it was really fun.
Mhm.
Do they have to go sideways through a door?
All right.
Also talked about going into jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, brief jail conversation.
Uh,
Somebody's
also
never been
How
to
Stallic
jail.
wouldn't make it on the inside.
Right. Louis and Valentino finally agreeing on something.
Yeah.
Oh no, you wouldn't make it in jail, dude.
you're too pretty.
Also, no
Pretty.
one reacted, but Zulin did admit to being in jail at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting.
So a
Though
lot of
not
us
surprising.
have probably been married. A lot of us have probably been in jail.
A lot of us probably killed and or tried, like, been killed, maybe attempted to kill, were the victim of attempted murder from our spouses.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Um,
All good things.
Stavik is. Oh, I am not kidding. Stavik is going to try to find a way to unpetrified.
Is that Stavik's like number 1 or 2 like goals now?
He's responsible for this poor child being petrified.
I
He
understand
gave
why
this
everyone's.
child dreams and hopes.
Why
Yes,
is
this is-
everyone so upset? I got my book back.
Yeah, book retrieved. Mission
I am-
accomplished.
What's in
Well,
the
yeah,
blanket?
Stavik's gonna have one of the hardest times doing anything about it since he's not a caster, but that doesn't mean it's not possible for him.
The answer was spongy material.
Yeah, but is it like moss? What was it, Beardy? Oh, okay, cool.
Spongy
It's sponge.
material.
What's
It's
in
fun.
the blanket?
Cut it
bed
open and
bugs.
find out.
No,
Oh,
There's a
also,
bunch of SpongeBob's in there.
it's just spiders.
This is spiders.
also,
This doesn't even make sense.
It wasn't moving. Why do they move now?
They move now?
they move now.
Go ahead. I want to hear. What are you saying?
Yeah, what?
You were trying to say something.
Oh,
Was
no,
that-
I have a question because I need to put something in my inventory. How much does the hand and arm weigh?
Okay, so they're solid granite.
Yeah,
like a
Gosh.
cubic foot of it.
So the hand probably weighs 25 pounds. And what was the other one?
That's it.
Oh, I think you said a hand and something else.
Well, I mean, it was a arm with a hand on it that was
It was
coming
like
out.
a wrist.
yeah.
It was like from there.
Oh. So just hand.
Yeah, it's like 25 pounds. I mean, it's granite. It's very dense.
How am I supposed to use that as a back scratcher?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
like,
how,
it's in like a claw position. So
yeah, how is so it's just a hand? How much does that weigh?
25.
25.
Okay. All right, you got it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's very dense. So about
a,
25
a
pounds.
cubic
Just
foot.
like me.
A cubic foot of granite weighs between 159 and 180 pounds.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm probably.
So yeah,
close
just a
to-
little bit less. Yeah.
Yeah, I think 25 pounds is probably an accurate guess.
Let him say his numbers. You trying to correct our DM, bruh?
No, I'm just
No, I think
for
that corroborates me. I'm pretty happy
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah. because
Also-
it's a hand would be way too big to be an actual solid cubic foot. So no,
Yeah,
that sounds about right. Yeah.
I think 25 is a pretty good guess.
I didn't think
having handled
I honestly
cinder
didn't
blocks
think
sounds about right.
I didn't think a cubic foot of granite would weigh that much.
Oh yeah, granite's a
that's-
dense fucking stone. Like it's hard, it's heavy.
That's so heavy though.
Yeah.
It's like
Imagine how
just
much.
like
Yeah, Husa weighs a lot now.
It do be like that sometimes, bruv.
I think they'll be fine. We just leave them there and we'll
I
come
don't know,
back.
Hope that they
fine.
don't get
Cure her.
destroyed or anything, except
That nothing
Bastion's
bad
kind of
ever
like, this is
happens
a
here,
one-way
yeah.
thing.
I mean, it fucking sucks. I feel like there wasn't much. There felt like I could have been able to do something to stop her, but I didn't want to interrupt. But also, I'm like, man, if this is what she wanted, like, it sucks for this girl to die young, but like, it could be worse. Like,
not
she
dead
got to see the surface. Like, she clearly would have been unhappy being cooped up in the cave her whole life.
Now we
And
gonna
also, she didn't listen when we fucking told her not to, both down there and then, like, literally right there. We're like, hey,
Mhm.
just stand where you're standing. And
I mean,
was
it's the
like,
classic
walk forward.
curiosity kills the cat story, though.
Mhm.
The cat was walking in a fucking minefield.
The
Like,
cat had
we
never
didn't
been
put the
killed by a
minefield
mine
there.
in the minefield.
Yeah, exactly. The cat wasn't
Mhm.
even invited to the minefield. I don't feel terribly. I can feel sad about it, but not that responsible.
The cat felt guilty about taking the book, so wanted to return it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Like-
it's not very. This is getting to be very not cat-like behavior.
the cat knew English and was told not to step on the mine.
Yeah.
And then stepped on the mine.
Because it felt guilty about accidentally stealing a book.
Yeah.
The curiosity killed
mean-
the cat that you were like, don't step on the mines there, and the cat's like, this mine?
But what if I need
I
to
will
step on
say-
the mine to return this thing to you that
Well,
belongs to you?
It reminds me a little bit about the conversation that Bastion and Bro had about flowers and just leaving them there where they're happy or
Yeah.
plucking them. And it feels
Uh-huh.
like we plucked the flower and it
Yeah.
withered.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah,
real
I like that.
hard.
That was a little poetic we did there. It was fun.
It really, yeah.
Yeah, we had that moment. That's good.
Hey,
Mhm.
Stavik, I'm gonna need you to carry this arm and hand. I'm in the heavy category now.
It kind of
Yeah, I got it for you.
Kind of got
Mhm.
carried off by the wind as we were walking by,
Well,
and someone
I mean-
was like, "You plucked that flower." It's like, I guess I was here. I guess I could have maybe held it up if I had noticed it.
There's nothing stopping you from taking it with you and seeing if you can fix it up on the surface.
I mean, there's nothing stopping. Like, if we can fix it on the surface, we can probably just fix it wherever she is, right? Like, we
Mhm.
cast a wish spell and say that want her to be cured of her petrification. I don't think she's got to be right there. Just if we know who it is.
Also, it'd be a bad way to use the wish because then she would be unpetrified and then turn into stone again.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Mm.
just immediately back into it.
Well, I've thought about more careful wording, but you gotta save your wording in wish spell, so I can handle that. We'll see what awful shit happens before I fucking allocate these things in advance.
I will also say there's no way that even if you are capable of undoing this curse, there's no way that it's not going to have crazy consequences if you do that.
Yep.
I'm excited for it. I can't wait to have those consequences when we save this girl's life.
Us? That's on Stavik.
Well,
Mhm.
Stavik's
I
the
will
one
say
that
that
decided this
the
is their
other-
life goal.
the other Lintakivi that came up here and returned to stone, they got smashed. So, if you leave her here, probably the same fate.
Fuck.
That's.
They got
I
smashed.
think that was
I was under the
Bastion's
impression
point,
they
right?
fell and were
Yeah.
smashed. Okay,
Yeah.
well, it was not clear to me. Okay.
Well, yeah, they were smashed. I mean,
That was. I mean, they were smashed, but it sounded like
yeah,
it was because they all were smart enough to go at night, but not smart enough to know that that's not enough.
They weren't
I
able
didn't.
to
It
sprint run
didn't
up the
sound like
walls.
someone had come by and smashed them. It sounded like they all got smashed the same way by
Or,
falling.
or the meteor is the thing that smashed it. Who
Or
knows?
the meteor's the thing that smashed them.
That's true.
What was the material's name? Because I anticipated
Aetherite.
Right?
Aetherite. Okay, I thought it was maybe
Yeah.
going to be like the star material that we dealt with in season 1.
Star metal.
Star metal, yeah.
Yeah, it's not star metal. No, this is
No, it's a
aetherite.
big
It's
aetherite
bit
crystal.
different.
So we could fast travel to this once.
Oh,
you tune to
gotcha,
it.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Good,
So this
good
stuff
to know.
is it's a material that becomes lighter when exposed to magic.
How would you use that in items, if you don't mind me asking?
It can be used to defy gravity.
Oh my god,
Just like
that's
we're
so
using right now.
topical.
Mm-hmm.
So, say you wanted to do something like build an airship.
Oh, okay. We could finally have a humane way of making air travel
Correct.
where we don't
Have to
need-
All
enslave
that
air
knowledge
elementals.
planes will finally come into play.
What's up, Xeno?
What's up?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something. My bad.
I was thinking of jokes. I was just making parallels to like EV versus the gas market. It's like, no, then you're going to have the elemental slave tycoons. They're going to put all these blockades on any kind of research on it. It's not going to work, by the way.
They're gonna buy it all up and sit on it. Yeah. Yeah.
I see, I see.
This technology will never see the market. It's not gonna happen.
They keep
gonna-
doing these.
They're going to keep on saying, oh no, there's monsters inside of it.
Yeah, they're like, everyone knows that aetherite crystals give you cancer, so we can't use it.
Mm.
The air elemental slavery is a much more humane option.
But let's see. What else happened?
Uh,
Screwy tried to actually Xander into dying in the Minotaur's fight. When Xander jumped, you're like, actually, you're in range of the Minotaur's attack.
It's fair.
Dear Lord.
It's fair. It was.
I mean, notably, like, Shane's normally okay with the bad things happening anyway, so it's totally fine. But also, Shane's okay with the bad things happening, so we don't have to add more.
You know, and just to point out chat real quick,
Mm.
you guys could use the entire ball of aetherite crystal, or the rock rather, to make a floating fortress, make a floating castle for yourselves.
True.
Nah, I'm good.
Have a giant floating
That's
base.
lame.
We can make the towers go above the clouds, and then the gargoyles will come back to life.
Maybe. There you go.
Exactly.
Maybe.
What?
What if that is all it takes? What if we just have to make the rock go up and then it goes away and they're like, nobody ever did this before. No one ever cast a spell in this spot before.
Yeah.
To be fair, do any of these people look like big spellcasters?
Well, and if they are big spellcasters, they're gonna cast a spell on the thing and then
True. Also, Bastion over here kicking the goddamn aetherite.
He didn't know it
You
was
broke
that
the
brittle.
egg, motherfucker.
What do you want? He didn't know it was that brittle.
Piece of
I just
shit.
hope he learns to stop kicking things randomly.
No. He
Yeah,
won't.
he probably won't though.
No, he has.
He's a chaos agent.
He has the memory of a goldfish. It's fine.
He got the memory of a DM, and he got you know, the need to kick stuff.
Hmm.
Also, the sand bombs have been very useful this.
Honestly,
Yeah,
really
same
they
as
have
great.
been
been
fun.
insane.
Yeah,
They're
been
so
good.
good.
yeah. Your accuracy's really improved.
Mm-hmm. Thank God. Because those will kill the rest of us so easily. The squishier people will fucking
Mhm.
die with those bombs.
I realized with those fucking sandbox, like we really could have taken that giant minotaur in the first fight. We just blind the motherfucker and gone to town on him.
Yeah.
No save. It's like all you gotta do is hit him.
You just gotta hit him.
That's pretty powerful, if you ask me.
And with Val and Bro both together, then he starts taking a shit ton of sneak damage, or anyone does once that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, every attack does 20 damage now? Cool.
Hey, what else happened these last two episodes? That which
Death
hungers?
to Xander. Or,
Talk of that which hungers, talk of Set, falling over waterfalls,
Yeah.
Oh my God!
air
Right.
bubbles. What's
I
up?
got
Louis... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Louis gave Zulin terrible advice. So
It
or
wasn't
ideas.
meant to be advice.
no,
Yep.
well, that sounded like advice to him.
No, it's cool. Don't worry. There's contingency plans.
So what else happened is I got the about face mod, so I could do the boat trip sequence
Yeah.
where you guys could all be in boats, and I could have them move around through the river and actually have them point the right direction as you moved. So I thought that was fun.
Does that happen for
That's very
all
cool.
characters?
The ones I set them to do that to. I have one of them disabled.
Because I saw
But I have-
Stavik flipping around the entire
Xander did
time.
too.
Yeah, everyone should be set to flip around except for Louis.
Okay.
He
that
looks
right?
weird otherwise.
Yeah,
Because
Kenny
Louis
said
looking
that
over his shoulder, so it's kind of hard to know which way he'd be facing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because, like, literally it's just him looking back, so you never know which way he's walking, really.
yeah, but it's also a lot because Louis has a very clear indication that there's like a purple streak on one side, and if the image flips, then it's the wrong side and it looks weird.
Also, I didn't flip the canvas when I was working on it. It looks fucking weird flipped, okay?
Yeah, that's a mood.
Yeah, so I
Please don't hurt
So-
me this way.
I locked that one from flipping, but all the other ones will.
The
So-
Xander one bothers me just ever so slightly because of the braid the braid placement.
The Beyblades.
The Beyblades, let it
Let
rip.
it
Let
rip.
it rip. Metal fusion,
Let it rip. Yeah.
Amazing.
but- Did something happen at the end of this episode? Like I can't.
Well,
At
it's
the end of
kind of
this
what we
episode?
started
No.
talking about, which was Xander didn't die but died.
What? What happened? Was it that I rolled a 3, a
giant
4,
spaghetti
a 4, a 4,
meatball
a 5, a
sucked
4,
Xander
a
off.
2, a 2, and then all 20s?
It
Yep.
got all those Xander's juices.
Mm-hmm.
It's precious,
So
precious juices.
unfortunately, Xander, no matter how much he heeded his own advice of getting away from the giant spaghetti meatball monster, still got attacked by the giant spaghetti meatball monster and
wanted
got
that
his
tasty
magic
magic.
sucked.
It did. It smelled out that tasty magic, and it wanted it.
Yeah, I understand.
And I think it got it. And that's the scary part. So now you
yeah,
gotta
good
see
luck
what happens
everyone
when
else.
this. Good luck, everybody else.
I have no weapons.
Should have stayed in melee range. Could have probably
Well,
eaten that a little
The
better.
good news is you're about to be closer to melee range with it because it's about to jump a size category.
I mean past tense. It doesn't really help me now.
Yeah. So we'll get to see how it goes next time. That'll be a fun
Hooray!
start to the session. So you get a big old boss fight. But yeah, this was designed to be the basically the finale battle of the underground segment of this
Mhm.
arc, basically. So once you guys beat
Mhm.
this thing, then we get to move on to the next arc. So we'll see what happens then.
Pretty awesome.
But yeah, we get to test out our death rules, and that leads me to a question, which is, Shane, would you like to roll for the result of that? And if so, do you want to use the one I linked, or do you want to change it up at all? What are you thinking?
I could go for the one that you linked. I have no problem with that. As you know, I feel like it could also be worse.
I don't want it to be worse than the ones listed, so.
Okay. Sure.
So if I'm not willing to go worse than the ones I already sent you.
Okay.
But if you have any issues with that one, let me know. If you're comfortable with the ones, then go ahead and roll me a d12, and we'll see what happens.
Sure.
The debuff is Xander now always is aware of his tongue, so he
Oh,
can
that's
no
terrible.
longer maintain concentration.
That is such a terrible curse.
No,
mean-
his Constitution score is now just a negative number.
That's not the worst thing in the world to lose, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that? Or you want to re-roll it?
I want to re-roll it.
Okay.
Xander's
that
gonna
was
lose his
lame.
PP. Yeah, we
I
can't
mean,
afford- we
it's
can't
more
let that
severe
happen.
version of the same thing.
Yeah.
How do you feel
we'll
about
go
that
with
one?
Sure.
Okay.
Interesting. Well then,
Cock and balls completely gone. This is terrible.
with
Damn.
that decision made, we will surely find out about it, hopefully next week. But shall we finish off checkpoint with bingo?
Yes.
Yeah, let's. So I have the bingo pulled up here. And if I did my bingoing correct, I believe we have achieved 0 bingos. But I could be mistaken. I mean, maybe
see.
people think that they're potentially more than that. But I did not get a bingo on my side.
I got 2,
Ooh,
I think-
disagreements.
but
Unsurprised. Go ahead.
so it's top left to bottom right, and then rightmost column.
Okay, so the only one in the top left to bottom right that I did not get was different God talk than usual. Do we feel that that happened? Did we get
yeah,
different
we were
God
kind
talk
of
than usual?
positive about it, honestly.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right,
we're
we'll count that.
We're also talking about Ammon. We don't really talk about Ammon.
Yeah,
typically.
and Louis usually like, fuck these gods. I don't want to talk about them. Fuck them. But this time he was like actually participating in the conversation and very
all right.
chill.
So that is 1 bango, and then for the other bango, you said you got far right column.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the only one I did not get was someone gets grappled or goes prone. And I don't believe anyone was grappled or went prone today. I believe we started the session with someone
I
prone.
mean, technically, I went prone when I went unconscious.
We have 2 people who went
Also,
unconscious.
Is
You didn't
Xander-
state it out loud because I thought, wait.
Also,
I
I
did-
died.
Yeah,
I mean,
Xander is definitely either prone or grappled. It's one of the two.
I guess if you die, I suppose technically that is going prone. So
Yeah, and we had that happen twice.
if we're gonna be
hey,
very technical about it, I
We
suppose that's the
also
case.
slept.
Oh my god.
No, that one doesn't count.
That
That doesn't count.
That doesn't
That's
Yeah,
count.
Valentine
stupid.
was asleep standing up.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I suppose you guys get 2 bingos. Which,
But what are the other ones that we got?
Yeah, what was
the other ones I got that were non-bingo gets were we get a history lesson.
Nice.
The way ahead is blocked. Hypothermia. Cool new Kiwi slang unlocked. And nom 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 delicioso.
What was
very
the
good.
free space?
Free space was, excuse me, that's a load of bull.
I like it. And that's a
Yeah.
good thing to end on for tonight. So,
Yeah.
thank you everyone so much for joining us. I personally am extremely excited to continue the story. Holy crap. Things are ramping up in this campaign. So, thank you all for joining, and we hope you roll with us again soon. Until next time, everyone.